Yes, hello, welcome back to another video from Small Axe Music Productions. Um, yes, I am back. Was away for a few weeks, being sick. You know, I got two virus, flu, high fever, and so on. You know, um, behind each other. So it's basically like going like 3 weeks. I'm just like wasn't feeling in it, man. I was out of it. But anyway, I'm back now to the usual, making videos and back to what I do. So this is one of the longest period I've been out the studio. It's been like maybe 3 weeks. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing a quick tutorial here on drum rooms and how to blend them in, and use compression, and and make your room mics more exciting. All right, so let's go right in, and I'll play a bit of this so you guys can hear what we have working, and you guys could see exactly. All right, so I muted the drum verb mic. All right, it was our enhancement to the whole thing, so you guys can hear the difference. All right, so let's just play a bit of this and you guys can hear. All right, so as you can hear the drum. It's fairly good, but there's another way to add some sauce into it, and it's by creating drum verb from the room mic. All right, so this is what I have here. It's playing right now. Alright, so get a little bit more exciting as I add it, right? Alright, so I added a EQ and a compressor, and here is how it sounds with these guys. I'm gonna put them in. Much better, more exciting. You can hear the reflections and all of that. It's a bit overwhelming now, but you're gonna bring it down to your taste. All right, in the context of the other instruments when they comes in and all of that. All right, so again, let me take the processing off. Just flat out, little character. All right, so we're gonna add in the effect this time around, and you see how far it brings it up. In. Alright, so you can hear how exciting the drum gets. Alright, so what I did was I kind of use a low shelf, pull out some of the bottom end. Alright, I didn't want to trouble too much of this room mic. Then you can see this big wide belly here. I added it. That's where most of the room sound is coming from. Alright, so let me just go ahead and solo this guy here. All right. All right, you can hear the A and B. All right, so that's EQ makes it more transparent. All right, and the compressor. All right, let's just. All right, that's without the compressor, just the EQ. All right, you can hear where the EQ kind of clean it up and make it more pronounced. All right, it's bringing out that reflection of the snare in that room, as you can hear. That's where this bell is emphasized here, to emphasize that snare hit mainly, to get that reflection. All right, and then this is the main part of the whole processing trick, is the compressor. I really squeeze it. As you can see here, the threshold is at minus 12. All right, and still at 3.1 dB with the ratio. The decay, I have it at 4. All right, and I push the volume, because you know, the more you squeeze the compressor, the lower the volume becomes, and this is where things get excited. In. All right, and the reason why I do this is to bring up those low transient out. All right, the low transients, when the snare hit the decay, all right, it sustains the whole thing. It not even that. Yeah, I would say it sustain the whole thing. Or it emphasizes the sustain. Those quiet transients that are dying after the snare hit those decay, it brings them up. And we now have a longer sustain, more that's pronounced. All right, it's there, but it's so quiet. The dynamic is so quiet, you're not hearing it in the mix, right? But the compressor sort of balance things out on that end and brings it up, so you're hearing a longer sustain without using a reverb. Because if you're gonna use a reverb to do this, you're gonna be overlapping and building up on each hit. So if you hit bam, the snare is gonna be bam, and it's just building up, overlapping. So a perfect way to do this is to use the compressor. You could even use a transient designer, like this one that I have here from Native Instruments. All right, to really add a little attack and a little more sustain, and you get a good nice sound from it. But I find the compressor, when you overwork the compressor, you get a better sound altogether without having to shape the sound. All right, so the transient designer would be another way of doing it, but with slightly different result. But this way with the compressor, it's very good. All right, so quickly, all you have to do, find your sweet spot in that room. All right, and the snare, we don't normally use the kick in the room to emphasize the kick or the hi-hat. It's normally the snare and the toms to get those nice hit, those punch, with those reflection going on in the room. So that's where the sweet spot is for me. and then I just add a little ear to compensate, because once you push this range here, you know, you're gonna lose a little of the ear. So I just use a little shelf on top there, and like I say, we don't need too much at the bottom end to be pronounced in this track. So I use a low shelf just to just make things subtle there, not and not take away any drastically take away much of it, the bottom end. All right, so definitely the compressor in this scenario would be my choice. You see me use the transient designer in different ways on the senior most times. All right, but this time it's the compressor and the room mic. All right, so I love to use this guy here to squash it and just squeeze out the life out of it, so we can bring up those low transients. All right, and blend it in with the other drum mics. All right, so we are left with this. All right, a much more exciting drum. Take away, that's the result. Alright, back in. Alright, now you can really hear those walls. Alright, and you can now blend to taste. You can now blend to taste with your fader. Can get extreme or subtle. Alright, so yeah, just adding character and depth to that room. Alright, and bring out those reflections to, you know, stick out in the drum session. Yeah, so that's basically it's very simple but useful trick. Alright, you like to have your drum in an environment. Alright, you like to have it in an environment, even when you're doing the close mics. You still have to either use a short room vibe or however, and make it sounds like it's somewhere playing. All right, and this is one of the trick I use to get a fairly good size room. All right, with those hard hitting center snare. All right, so hope you guys learn something. All right, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already hit it, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you are on par with us when we release new contents on this channel. All right, so enough respect, enough love, big up yourself. I'm out of here.